Ladies and gentlemen, today's report may be the biggest financial news you will ever hear in your lifetime. The Iraqi dinar, a currency that many people have held onto for years with hope and patience, is now at the center of a historic breakthrough. Reports are confirming that tomorrow could be the official launch of exchange rates for the dinar in a range that nobody expected, between 5.25 and 6.520 per note. That means one simple 20,000 ID bill could soon equal more than 100,000 US dollars. This is not just speculation anymore. It is being described as a live event ready to unfold. Stay with us until the very end of this broadcast, because we are about to walk you step by step through what this means for you, your family, and the future of financial markets worldwide. The headline number that has shaken the entire financial community is clear: 5.25 to 6.20 per dinar. For years, many believed such rates were impossible. Yet now, insiders are reporting that private groups and global financial systems have already confirmed these ranges. People who have been holding dinar, especially in the larger 25,000 notes, are finally seeing their patience pay off. Imagine walking into a bank tomorrow and exchanging a single note for life-changing sums of money. For many, this is not just about a profit, it's about financial freedom, debt relief, new opportunities, and security for future generations. The reported numbers are not rumors whispered on online forums anymore. They are said to be real exchange rates ready to go live. And this is why so many are calling tomorrow the dawn of a financial revolution. What makes this development even more exciting is that the exchange is not only for insiders or large corporations. Early reports suggest that public access is also being rolled out. Starting at the lower end of the range, around 5.25 per dinar, that means that everyday holders, people who may have purchased a few notes years ago as a simple investment, could now walk into certain banks and access wealth that was previously unimaginable. However, those who secured earlier private appointments, often called Tier 4B clients, are expected to see offers closer to the top of the range, reach in actually 6.2 per dinar. This tiered access system may feel complicated, but the bottom line is clear. The Iraqi dinar is now being recognized globally as a tradable and valuable currency with historic new rates. The road to this moment has not been sudden. Over the past 90 days, Iraq's central bank has been carefully restructuring its financial policies to prepare for this revaluation. First, they moved away from a rigid peg to the US dollar and adopted a managed float system. This gave the dinar the ability to respond more flexibly to global markets while protecting it from dangerous swings in value. Next, Iraq introduced new compliance standards signaling to the world that they were ready to align with international banking rules. Oil contracts, once locked in US dollars, were renegotiated in Iraqi dinars, giving the currency fresh power. And finally, a stabilization fund of over $8 billion was approved, ensuring liquidity and protection against rapid fluctuations. All of these steps created the strong foundation for what we are now seeing. Now, let's talk about the practical side. Major U.S. banks are reportedly preparing to process these transactions starting tomorrow morning. Wells Fargo, Chase, HSBC, Bank of America, Citibank, and U.S. Bank have all been mentioned in connection with this rollout. Some have already contacted private clients with pre-booked appointments. Others are setting up online portals where people can schedule time slots instead of showing up randomly. This is critical because walk-ins may only receive the base market rate. Those with official appointments could see enhanced contract rates, structured payouts, and even personalized financial planning sessions. So for those holding dinar, this is not the moment to treat like a casual errand. This is a life-changing financial event that demands serious preparation, documentation, and focus. Imagine this simple calculation. If tomorrow's baseline rate of 6 goes live, a single $25,000 dinar note could be worth $150,000. 10 notes could equal $1.5 million. These numbers are staggering compared to traditional investments like stocks, bonds, or real estate. Very few financial opportunities ever offer this kind of return on investment. But remember, with great opportunity comes responsibility. Banks are expecting professionalism from clients, meaning you should arrive prepared with clean, unmarked notes, multiple forms of ID, and proof of residence. If you are seeking special contract rates, you may even need to sign a non-disclosure agreement before the funds are released. These steps are not meant to be intimidating. They are designed to keep the process safe, secure, and transparent. Experts in the financial world are weighing in on this moment with strong opinions. Iraqi economist Dr. Jamal Nuri has called this a long overdue correction, saying that Iraq's true wealth has always supported a much higher value for the dinar. For him, this is not an artificial jump, but rather a fair recognition of Iraq's oil-backed economy. Elena Reyes, a London-based analyst, has echoed this by stating that even at 5.25, the returns are life-changing for individuals and significant for Iraq's position in global trade. Meanwhile, Frank Thomas, a well-known figure in the dinar community, is celebrating this event as the official confirmation of what many have believed for years. The revaluation is not a dream, it is real, live, and approved. So what should dinar holders actually do right now? First, organize your notes by denomination. Having them neatly arranged will save time at the exchange counter. Second, scan your identification documents and create a digital backup of your notes. This will protect you in case of clerical errors. Third, keep checking your communication channels. Emails and text messages are expected to carry the official appointment links for Tier 4B clients. If you already have a scheduled slot, reconfirm the time and location. And finally, prepare a list of smart questions to ask during your exchange. For example, what payout structures are available? How do the tax rules apply to my situation? And what services does the bank offer after the exchange? Asking these shows you are prepared and professional. Another important detail to remember is that the exchange window may not stay open at premium rates forever. Insiders believe the best rates could last around 7 to 10 business days. After that, the market may stabilize, or rates could adjust downward as global demand balances out. This is why early preparation and quick action are being emphasized by so many experts. The difference between exchanging in the first few days versus waiting several weeks could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on how many notes you hold. So, if you are serious about making the most of this opportunity, now is the time to focus, prepare, and act without delay. For those wondering about redemption centers, they are specialized locations designed for handling high-volume currency exchanges with confidentiality and security. Some clients will be directed there instead of standard bank branches. These centers allow for structured payout contracts, private negotiations, and more secure transactions. Appointments for these centers are usually booked through official Tier 40B portals sent via email. Options may include immediate lump sum payouts or structured plans spanning 3 to 10 years. Structured payouts often come with higher rates and potential tax benefits, offering a steady cash flow over time. Choosing between a lump sum or structured plan is a personal decision, but it's wise to consult with a licensed financial advisor before making a final choice. This revaluation is not just a win for individual investors, it also signals a massive change in the global financial system. For decades, the US dollar has been the backbone of global trade, but with Iraq now stepping into the spotlight, supported by natural resources and international agreements, we are seeing the rise of currencies tied directly to oil, gold, and energy. This shift challenges the dominance of the dollar and opens doors for countries in the BRICS coalition and beyond. Iraq, with its massive oil wealth, is positioning itself as a central figure in this new era. And for those who have held dinar all these years, this is more than a financial payout. It's a chance to be part of a larger global transformation. Mainstream media is also taking notice. Major outlets have begun covering the dinar's revaluation as a breaking global financial story. Headlines are calling it historic, stunning, and unprecedented. The coverage not only validates what many investors have believed privately for years, but it also brings more attention from institutions and retail traders worldwide. The more coverage the dinar receives, the higher the demand could rise in the short term. But with increased attention also comes volatility. That is why many experts are urging dinar holders to act sooner rather than later. while the premium rates are still active. The moment that was once considered impossible is now front page financial news around the globe. Some people are asking whether other currencies will follow Iraq's lead. The Vietnamese dong is often mentioned as the next possible revaluation candidate. The Zimbabwe dollar, while more complex, is already being managed through bond programs. While nothing is guaranteed, analysts suggest on the dinar's success could create momentum for similar moves. But right now, the spotlight remains firmly on Iraq. This is their moment to shine, and the global financial system is watching closely. For investors, it means staying focused on the dinar first and treating other opportunities as secondary until this historic window has passed. Let's put this event into perspective. For many dinar holders, this journey has taken years, even decades. They faced skepticism, criticism, and countless delays. Friends and family may have laughed at the idea. Yet those who held on to their belief and stayed patient are now seeing that faith rewarded. This is not just about financial gain, it's about validation. It's about perseverance paying off. Every note, every hour of research, every decision to hold on through uncertainty is now leading to this moment. And tomorrow, when the doors open and the first exchanges begin, history will be written not only for Iraq, but for every individual who never gave up on the possibility of this day arriving. If you are preparing for tomorrow, remember a few final tips. Get proper rest tonight so you can think clearly. Double-check your documents and make sure your notes are secure. Stay hydrated, avoid unnecessary distractions, and enter the process with a clear head. Treat this like the serious financial transaction it is, because the decisions you make in the next few days could define your financial future for decades to come. The earlier you act, the better your chances of securing premium rates. But whether you exchange tomorrow, next week, or later in the month, remember that this is a life-changing opportunity that should be handled with wisdom and discipline. Think about the broader meaning of this. For Iraq, this revaluation marks the beginning of a stronger and more stable economy. For the global system, it is proof that oil-backed and resource-backed currencies are becoming more powerful. And for individual holders, it's a chance to pay off debts, start businesses, fund education, or simply secure a brighter future for their families. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is not just numbers on a screen. It is about real people's lives changing overnight. This is why tomorrow is being called a financial moment unlike any other. The choices made now will ripple across personal lives and global economies alike. As you prepare, keep in mind that not all exchanges will be equal. Private contract rates, structured payouts, and Tier 4B benefits will vary based on your appointment type and your level of preparation. Walking in unprepared could mean settling for less than what's possible. But those who come ready, with their documentation and notes in order, may walk away with contracts that secure not just short-term wealth but long-term prosperity. The lesson here is simple: preparation equals opportunity. Take this moment seriously, stay professional, and respect the process. Doing so could maximize your outcome in ways you never thought possible. For many, tonight will feel like the calm before the storm. There may be nervousness, excitement, and even doubt. But tomorrow morning, when banks open their doors and redemption centers begin processing, all of that will change. Real numbers will appear, contracts will be signed, and wealth will be transferred. For some, it will be overwhelming. For others, it will feel like the fulfillment of a dream they never stopped believing in. But for everyone involved, it will mark the start of a new chapter. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is not just another story. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it is unfolding right now. So, what does this mean for you? It means that tomorrow could be the day everything changes. Whether you hold a single note or hundreds, the potential is there to transform your financial future forever. You have waited, you have prepared, and now the time is here. Treat this moment with the seriousness it deserves. Stay informed, act with clarity, and above all, be ready. Because as the sun rises tomorrow, so too does the chance for ordinary people to step into extraordinary opportunities. This is not just financial news. This is history in the making. And together, We are watching it unfold live. Stay tuned, stay prepared, and may this moment bring you the breakthrough you have been waiting for.